Just keeps wanting to ally me. So nice.
In the beginning of the session, the US wanted to ally me too.
No, I want militancy. Fuck prestige.
Oh my god, Rome has lots of craftsmen. We're gonna
There
start
we go.
building corporate
Russia is so
transports.
much more beautiful now.
How much industry score do you have now, Gren? Holy moly, that's quite a lot.
I have a little bit.
Yeah. Mine's become a bit stagnant since I'm doing clerks now. Do you do clerks, Gren?
What did you say
No.
about Russia?
We're going for points here, we don't do clerks.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
Cream,
what I
what did you
figured.
say about Russia?
Huh? I didn't say anything about Russia.
Talking shit about Russia.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
mate.
allowed.
In dirty point whore. No,
You
I
can
don't
die
mean you, I
factory.
meant Germany.
What? You're the one with the most points.
Well, yeah, but that's by coincidence.
You guys have the highest
I've been doing clerks for about 20
coefficient
years
though.
now. Oh shit. Fucking
You got
rattled
rebels
me.
in Switzerland.
What am I making money off?
Come like exterminate them.
Are you gonna take
I
Switzerland?
guess it's just
Holy
taxes
shit,
and
Zurich is
gold.
Almost 500,000.
What the
Even though we
fuck?
don't have that much
I
gold.
pieced out China and now Manchuria is mine.
Lol.
It
What
was
did you
Russia.
expect?
Now that would be a good edit.
No,
What?
that is perfect. No, keep
No,
it
that
this way.
isn't edit.
Keep
No.
that.
This is disgusting.
This
No,
is wonderful.
No.
Lol. Look at this.
Nah, this is getting edited.
I did
Dude,
not
like-
accept this.
If
What
you
actually
see now,
happened?
if you see,
Am I allowed to
basically-
just do this easily and just negotiate transfer?
Why?
yeah, that's fine, right?
Yes, you are. Yes, you
Wait,
are.
what actually,
Well,
what
actually,
happened?
it's the end of the session, so let's stop.
Give me one
What happened
second.
was that I pieced out and I got Manchuria,
Guys, it's time.
but the war goal was blocked. So when he pieced China out, despite Manchuria not existing, then he got it off me.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing! Don't tell it that.
Yeah,
Perfectly
that
fine.
probably edited.
That's
No.
that's technically speaking an exploit. So.
Well, that's a
I
new,
just-
that's a new exploit. I just
Can we go 15 more minutes or something?
No, we
No, I gotta go.
Just
You
for a
always have
moment
to
so I
go.
can get my problems.
Italian communists.
No,
did
I
it.
gotta go.
Aw.
have Italian communists. Disgusting.
And Manchuria is even a state. Isn't it beautiful of all?
It's a Brazilian state, I'll let you know.
No, it's also a state of mind.
See, look, this was all planned. I took
Wait, is
Rome
it
so
both?
that the communism.
No,
What's
doesn't-
her
it
America?
was a state of mind because it became a state before, we took
Oh, the
it.
war
So if it's not a
plus
state anymore, then yeah, that's
0.2, we need more occupations,
I like
Portuguese!
Brazilian Empire
do the
in
job.
China there, come on.
No, but that I didn't actually expect. Who expected this to happen?
By the way, if you look at Formosa, it's 44% Ming, 29% non-foreign, 7% Japanese, and 6% Brazilian. I love that. That is so good.
I like how Hawaii is not integrated into anyone.
It's because of puppet.
Only like satellite.
It's
Yeah.
a proud island empire, okay?
Though I will admit, it is slightly hilarious that it happened, but still.
100. Yeah.
Oh,
This is
Making a lot of
amazing.
gold from. Well, gold from gold. I mean,
We're
money
getting
from gold.
decent amounts of culture in Japan. Kyushu, some of the parts are already 3%
Ports are
British.
extremely expensive.
Also
43,000
that,
for one.
South America's getting
Level
older
3
in a
port.
sense now.
I'm gonna have to build a ton of them.
I mean, nobody likes North America
I
anymore.
can make a.
You know what?
Get a
I
loan
think
from
next
UK.
game, I'm gonna give Japan a shot, maybe. Dunno.
It's like all of North America together gets like 10,000 immigrants, while between me and
Inside.
Brazil we get 25,000.
No, not at the moment.
I know.
Yeah, you were.
You get a combined 17k. Well, Mexico gets 2k and Canada gets 6.6k. That's
Why
slightly
are
below
so
you two.
many?
You can get a decent amount.
I wonder
Why
what's
are
gonna
so
happen
many-
next time.
At some point.
Why are so many Brazilians running to Mexico?
Mate.
It's
I got
overflowing,
most-
man.
I got most
It's
of
because
immigrants
of-
from Brazil.
Of Formosa.
Yeah.
What?
They ran from
Probably
that state.
Brazilians from Formosa moved to Mexico.
Yeah.
Same amount of population as Italy.
Yeah, a lot of. It's weird because he's getting 217 immigrations into Formosa, and then 71 people leaving again to another country.
Good school system, I have no school system.
Right. I like seeing all the arrows. It's wonderful.
Good healthcare. Like, so much behind.
There's a few that are
I don't
bumped
have
just
any
all the way
reports.
around the map.
Okay.
I couldn't have
Max
hoped for
recover.
better in Italy this game.
No,
Same.
actually not even that.
I mean, as soon as Slazer picked it, I just knew it was going to look like this, but you know. You know.
Oh, you could have saved me though.
I don't think there's been a worse Italy, has there?
No, remember that one time Slazer played Italy? And he never formed Italy?
Oh, right.
Actually, I guess he didn't
I'm
realize
not
that.
sure.
But
I'm
Cream,
not sure which one's worse.
I'm not sure if you actually wanted this Italy to survive, because you had an option in the first session.
I never wanted it to survive. I
Well,
wanted
yeah,
it to live. And then die a peaceful death as well, later on. But, no, the reason I wanted you to live is because I knew you'd stir up shit in Europe, so I could just go and secure
Yeah,
everything
but
I
you
wanted.
you prevented me from forming Italy. You delayed formation of Italy by 10, 15 years?
No, because I remember you complaining and then forming
Yeah.
Italy about 3 years after.
No. It was much, much later.
Okay, buddy. Okay, bud.
Well, he died to rebels, that's how he formed it.
Yeah, but I was counting on his help, right? In the war.
Funnily enough, there's Garibaldi's in my two Sicilies.
If I didn't rely on people, I would have done much better.
I agree with you.
Because I wasn't planning on forming Italy through Garibaldi's, and was very close to forming it the proper way, but then some people wouldn't cooperate.
I don't understand why you'd ever do. I don't understand why you'd ever do it the normal way. It's just so much slower.
So there's gonna be a new Russia next session, huh?
Cream, let me just remind you that France declared war for Sardinia in this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Huh? Makes me feel.
Yeah. How does that justify Sardinia pick? And not to mention that the only ally I had there took 2 years to reinforce
it. A little bit retarded.
Well, yeah,
can't
clearly,
really help it,
obviously.
Like, if France just let me help you form Italy, then you together could have easily faced Germany and Austria. I'm pretty sure.
But
or at least
but
not give
all this with Sneaky's bullshit pushes into such completely retarded metagame where
no. Sneaky didn't do too much wrong.
Yeah, he did. Wait, do you seriously don't think that treaty that he signed with Austria was complete bullshit?
He didn't even have to spend infamy. Like, it's perfect.
What are we talking about?
He didn't spend. He didn't spend infamy, but that killed Europe. Like that was the chance where we could have.
Yeah, it just killed you, Slazer.
We could have defeated Germany. But Germany now has 2 puppets.
Gurren.
Hi, I'm Gurren.
I'm looking at the save here, and I'm actually very underwhelmed.
If I just followed what Gurren did in this game, I would play UK and just kill him. Literally kill whatever he plays.
The thing is, Slazer, I accept large responsibility of what's happened in Europe, don't get me wrong. But I do not accept sole responsibility. The reason that Europe has turned out as it has somewhat to do with France, somewhat to do with you, but
nothing to do with me
and Cream Lord.
Nothing to do with me.
So
Whenever I try to make any diplomacy with Gurren, it went to personal issues where he doesn't want to have it.
Gurren.
No, Slazer, it's not even like a personal thing, like...
Yeah, it is.
Well, I guess
Yeah, it is, because I clearly was stronger than Austria.
It's not always about strength.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think that you would stay with me after I helped you against Austria, that's the thing.
Why wouldn't I? I wasn't even...
You're not the type of person to let me win the game.
No, but the thing, overall, I don't agree with you guys' mentality that UK has no responsibility for what happens in Europe.
He has, but...
I think he has...
But you killed the game with your moves.
Well, to be fair, you might be right, but then I did try what I found was the only way I could positively influence Europe was by making Italy form. And that would be a formidable ally for
to be
France.
honest, we supported each other on that. We both supported having it done.
Yeah.
I bought you whatever time you needed to do it until France turned around and,
Yeah, that was the whole problem. So I don't necessarily blame either of us.
No.
No, it's all
but
Germany.
both of us could have stepped in
Yeah, it's just
against
all
Germany.
Germany.
No, but the thing is, both of us could have stepped in against Germany and altered the course of this. But it's nobody's fault alone that it's ended as it has. Nobody has sole responsibility.
Also, I don't think it's too bad at the moment.
Again, as I said earlier, I mean, there is a balance of power right now. It's me,
There is no
you, and
balance of
Germany.
fucking power.
Germany has
If
about-
one attacks the other, then the third party helps the ones getting attacked, and there's a
The
peace
funny
there.
thing is, Germany has about 200 less brigades than you, and also 200 less force limit.
I have way more tech.
What? What are you talking
Actually,
about?
I've kind of caught up with your tech, if you look.
Yeah.
No, you're 6 behind still.
Oh no, you're still 6 behind. It's quite massive.
Yeah, but I'll get
I'm
most
equal
of
on
the...
tech though,
the
and
thing is,
I've
if you
got
look at
450.
if you look at
brigades.
them, I have the military-industrial complex, so on. I'll get it
But
by
I have 4
the
It
time
doesn't
the
matter.
truce runs out.
But you do mobilize a lot more than I do, Gurren. But then you have no stats to combine with mobilization. So
Few years ago, Germany, when I was still in Italy, Germany had 20 million pops. Russia had 30.
Yeah.
Russia now
Yeah.
has 30.7.
30.
Germany
I didn't have...
Germany has 21.7.
Uh-huh. You know, before this.
And Germany's gonna keep growing, but Russia's not.
So, wait, so how much population
And
do you
now
say
I've
that
got
Germany has
64.
right
Let's
now?
go.
21.7.
21.7 to 31.7.
You had 21, right?
No, he had 20.
21.7.
And okay, at the start of the session, you had what did you say?
I had like 19 million. 19.
And how much do you have now?
21.7.
21.7.
Okay, and at the start of the session, I had what, about 28 something.
Pretty sure you had around 30.
28 is
No.
pretty close to 30, but it
Yeah,
was
we can just-
28
we
or
can just
thereabout.
We just check.
Let's
Also, at
see.
the moment, Manchuria is part of Brazil instead of Russia.
Yes, that is another million and 1.7 million.
But
Like, I'm not
say
really able to expand much, so I'm not really.
I
actually-
grew the most by far this session. I grew from 57 million to 64.22. So
And keep in mind, Russian land is like that population is kind of shit, because it's not in factories. German land is entirely like everything is states.
Yeah, you're at 28.76 at the start.
And he was 19.13. So
And
he
I was
grew.
at, yeah, that 19.6.
He grew 2.5 million. You grew 1.2, or he grew more. He grew. He doubled your growth.
anyway, I'm
this session.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
just
boys.
look at this. When I'll just load up here.
Yeah, you have to.
To
not
be
count
fair,
Manchuria then,
my-
but
My population grew by 1 million, and it also my land area increased by 1/5.
yeah,
I
but
feel
you're not
good,
counting
good.
about
Gurren, you didn't do any conquest this game, right? This session.
all
I
I
did.
took was Rome.
Yeah, okay, so you took Rome, but how much population does that have?
Quite a bit. Let me check. I think it's like might be like 600k or something. Let me check. It's 569k.
Okay, so I'm just gonna compare this right here. To my save. What was the starting date? 81?
No, it
Oh,
was like
s-
70
7?
something. 76.
76.
Alright. I will talk
Okay,
to you
in
guys
76 I had 28.7.
Yep.
later. Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah, man.
User disconnected
So I've
from
grown
your
with 2
channel.
million.
Yeah, no, we're growing relative. Although I did mess up. I would have grown a lot more if I didn't mess up my rebels and
Sure, but I mean, you also had second round. I also have shit on the rebels right now, and you had
yeah.
19.
But no, I actually ended up fixing it. Like after I realized what I was
13.
doing wrong.
19.13.
Guys, where is the capital
Okay,
of United
okay. So by
States
what's
I
it called?
can't
So
see
by
it.
so by normal population growth, you grew about 100 to 200,000 more than me. I don't consider that game changing.
If only those
See you guys.
populations were
Well, I'm
equal.
also
User disconnected from your channel.
He's growing
Also
into
assimilating
factories. You're
French.
growing into shit.
Why
like
do you...
I just want everyone to take a look at my beautiful German French land.
I'm just curious why you think I'm growing into shit.
Because you're not growing into states. I have a lot of colonial land.
Manchuria is a state, and he gets
Yeah,
Manchuria.
Manchuria will be a
User
state.
disconnected from your channel.
It was a state before. I
Yeah,
lost
but
it, so it's-
Asia stuff.
Are you saying that a lot of my lands are colonies?
Yeah, not all of his states. What is the percentage of
No,
Russia?
but
I
are you
think it
saying
was some
it's
Middle Eastern stuff.
4.4?
I don't know how much that is.
Germany.
combined? I have what shall we see here? Less than 2 million
3.5.
that are in states of my people.
Hey, it should be equal on
Oh yeah,
exclusive
colonies.
ops.
Less than 2 million.
Oh, well, I guess the difference there is I have like very little in colonies.
And the thing is, the premier or whatever, I just need to encourage. Actually, I'm gonna do that next. Some bureaucrats.
You're not gonna turn that into a state. Well, actually, you might be able to. Hold on.
Why am I not gonna turn it into a state?
Because you need 1% of the accepted to become, but apparently you already have like
About
a lot of
20% of them are Russian.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but
So
Good
I
job.
don't think it would be a hard issue getting them to be.
Look at those forts.
So
Those
you
you
forts
don't
are...
have, well, actually, you don't have enough colonial power either.
Don't
You
I?
need a lot more
Ah.
colonial power.
The
can be
interesting
fixed.
thing is that Russia can... Germany in this game can do Russian
but
strategy
Syrians
where
are
he
also
just
being saved.
lets
The vast majority of my
enemy occupy
population
his
lives in
land and
states,
just die to
states.
attrition and then he attacks him. What?
What?
I don't know what you said. I was talking to stream.
In
The vast
box.
majority is states, is what he said.
Hmm.
He's turning Outer Manchuria into a state, and he's getting Manchuria as a state. And there's very few that's actually colonies. It's just essentially.
Yeah, but then
Just-
RGOs and all the shit is saying that Germany is never gonna lose a war in this game. There is no possible outcome where Germany loses a war.
I think you're far too certain.
I don't even think I'm that strong. I have like far less troops.
That doesn't-
I
doesn't
mean, to be
matter.
honest, if we get UK on one side, me on the other side, France joins the war, you're gonna have problems covering all of that efficiently.
It doesn't have to.
Especially if Austria joins.
I
Even
mean,
if Austria doesn't join, he'll still have issues covering all of that.
I could say why. Gern knows why, but he doesn't want to give it up.
Why? Oh, well, actually, yeah. No, I mean, there's that, but I don't think I'm not relying on that or anything.
Unless he fucks up big time.
Well, actually, no. I think there's no war you can have where France is against me, because if France loses the war, because
Yep.
because we all agree that I can hold the Eastern Front, right? But
Especially with France signing the treaties giving up land.
Is France signing a new treaty?
You should
What?
you should demand Paris.
Is France signing a new treaty?
No.
No.
I
what's
haven't,
the issue?
I haven't done a treaty this
I mean, I
this section.
completely agree. You can hold an Eastern Front, but I'm saying if we had UK and France and the other one, you are gonna have problems because you are gonna.
oh,
have
if the UK
Russia.
is helping
Yeah.
France, yeah. I mean, yeah.
No,
sure.
I'm just saying there's no way that you're unbeatable, as Laser puts it. You are not unbeatable. Sure, it'd be a hard war, but you're by no means unbeatable.
Look at that.
Like if UK and Austria stay neutral, though, I think like I can hold the East and push in the West. Like,
Well,
really
of course. But I mean, if I'm going to war, I'm not going to rely on France being there to cover my back.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I just deleted a bunch of his forts too. It's
My army
beautiful.
would just disintegrate.
Is Fussler there?
He'd basically pull a Schlieffen and then just win.
Can we load up the save before Italian war? Just fight it out. Because you're saying you would beat me, but there is no fucking way. That was a lost war for Germany.
Oh
also.
god, this ego struggle.
Yeah. I think Garibaldi's in it.
User
Two
disconnected
sisters.
from your channel.
Oh, I muted Fussler.
Oh my god.
You seem to mute most people who disagree with you.
I think that was probably for the echo.
Yeah, it's
I
probably
don't even send chat messages. What the fuck?
I know, but the other things there's a plus to say.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gee, oh, instant echo. And again.
So what are you talking about? I don't get it.
I'm talking about there was no fucking possibility for you to win the war if France didn't give that military access.
Which war?
The war against Italy when I had the Venice and Tyrol.
Wait, France didn't give military access, they declared war on you.
They gave military access to Germany. Jesus Christ.
No, I think I could have won.
Wait, Slazer, how are you gonna cover your coastline though? Like, cause you know I would have just done a naval invasion, right?
Well, you were going for a separate war anyway, right? Your war started first.
Definitely.
So I can surrender to that and then win against Russia and Austria.
Okay. So why didn't you do that?
Because Joby is a fucking moron.
Wait, who could you won again?
Against, if he said he could have surrendered to me and given me whatever I wanted, but then and then fought and beat Austria and Russia, I guess.
Slazer, I was about to stack up your whole army when you surrendered.
What are you talking about? I was fighting Germany on like entire French front and France and you.
Don't bring in Germany if you're saying that you could have defeated us while Germany was already at the war.
You surrendered to Germany, then you used your troops to fight me. Then I was about to surround you, then you surrendered to me.
Does your brain ever work? Can you listen to stuff I'm talking about? If Germany had no military access for France, there is no way you win this war.
Wait, you just said though that you would have surrendered to me either way though, no?
Yeah, I surrendered to you either way, because you had the navy.
So why does me having military access have to?
Because I had to delay. Well, it doesn't really matter, but because
you had to delay the surrender. So
I had to delay the surrender because you could have defended France, right?
Yeah.
That just means you're bad at diplomacy.
Got him.
It's bad at diplomacy. I told that to Joby, but he doesn't fucking believe because he's retarded and he doesn't know things.
Well, it's because at this point nobody really believes in your plans.
Okay, go host the game. Let's go with the same save. See how that ends up for you.
Laser, this is all your fault.
I guarantee there is 2% chance you win that war. Not more than 2.
Okay, so just
Can you host? Can you actually host that, Grant?
You're back real quick.
You're all saying bullshit right now, but when I actually challenge you to actually prove that, no one wants to host the game. There is no fucking way Austria and Russia win against Italy without Germany having military access for France.
Well, whatever you say.
And that's with that shitty attitude, Fussler, yeah, whatever you say. That's fucking true, you know it. You should know it, but you probably don't.
Why are you so mad always?
Because you're like, why are you trash talking? Like, what does that mean? What does that fucking mean?
Wait, you just suddenly started talking about how you would have beaten me. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, do you actually believe you would have won that war? If...
I think I could.
Go and say it.
I mean, I had a pretty good army composition, pretty good generals.
But how do you not understand? You had no chance of winning that war. There is no win for you in that war.
Okay, repeating it isn't the argument.
I mean, you saw, like, even with completely shattered army, with no supplies, with no mobilization, I still did, what, 5-1 damage to you. And I didn't even have the front line. Didn't even have proper brigades there, on that front. I just don't understand.
And you were mobilized while I wasn't.
But my entire army was on the French front. I didn't have an army on your front. I wasn't even at that point. I wasn't even planning on fighting Austria. What is that not obvious to you?
Before you guys
You
continue.
surrendered when I was about to surround like 200.
No, I needed a justification on France so you wouldn't defend him. That's why I delayed the surrender. Same with the Germany.
Yeah. The people on Slater stream, are you enjoying this argument? This debate, so to say. I'm just curious because you have 8 people watching, so.
Hey, Guren, you there? Hey, Gaku, you there?
Disconnected from your channel.
Just like if anyone can host it, I'll show you how it just there is no fucking way Russia and Austria win that war.
Look, my question to you, Slazer, is why do you get mad about everything?
Because when I say this, and it's actually perfectly logical, you just start talking trash. And I'm not sure if you're serious or you're just trolling.
I didn't say anything. You just suddenly started talking about how you would have beaten me. So you started talking trash.
No, okay, keep telling you, if France didn't give military access to Germany, there is no way Austria and Russia win a war against Italy.
Okay.
But your counter argument is, my troops were already gone fighting Germany in Italy, and you were stuck wiping me. But you don't understand that situation wouldn't have happened if France didn't give military access to Germany.
And my second argument is that I had good army composition, good generals, so I still could have won. It wouldn't have been 100%,
and
there's still a chance of winning.
And I'm telling you that doesn't matter at all.
Okay, generals and army composition don't matter.
Yeah, it does not matter in this case when I have a free province border with you.
Yeah, but it does matter if I can just throw as many troops as you have.
It doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter because I can decimate you every time with 10 to 1 casualties.
No, you can't.
And the more we fight, the better my troops become, because you have to retreat. You're just gonna lose entire war score. And I dare you, like you're convinced that.
Before this that we fought, there was also Austria and Russia versus Italy, right?
Look, you outnumbered me. We were equal, like Austria and Italy, and then on top of that, Russia has probably double my brigade. So you outnumber me 3-1. Or maybe let's say best case scenario for your side, I have some rebellions, I can't manage entire army, whatever. You outnumber me 5-1. That is simply not enough to break that front. The only thing I need.
That is way enough to break that front.
Look, Fussler, it doesn't matter because there is a combat width, and as long as I have enough troops to cover 3 provinces with full front line of infantry and back line of artillery, you're not breaking through. It's too late. That can work. Your generals could work if this war happened before 1870s, before machine guns. But after machine guns, you're not winning that.
Yeah, but I could have just declared war on Switzerland.
Switzerland makes border 2 provinces wider. And that's where I asked Spain if it could cover me with 60 more 60k, 20 more brigades, because I wasn't 100% sure I would have held that front. But then I also asked France, because he had an opportunity to annex Switzerland, because Germany couldn't have defended that, and he refused. And in that case, I might have actually tried to fight Germany, Russia, and Austria. Germany would have a naval superiority, but if I manage brigades properly, I can still hold that.
Look, Slater, remember the war against you when you held Istria and Dalmatia?
But that doesn't matter. Count the provinces. Just think about it. Why did I?
Oh my god.
But you're not thinking. Why did I let you add one more war goal during that war? Why did I surrender only after you added Istria and Dalmatia? Because that front was not.
Dalmatia, you surrendered and I added
User
Istria.
disconnected from your chat.
Yes. You couldn't have added Venice.
Yeah, because I didn't have enough warfare yet. But we were in Venice. We had destroyed your line at Venice.
But why do you think I didn't fight that war? I could have won that war if I wanted to.
Oh, so you did fight it. I mean, you didn't
Actually not true. But I would have probably lost. But that border is undefendable for Italy. There's no way you can defend that. It's better to lose those provinces than to have them. But you don't understand. I kept talking about this exact issue from the very beginning of the game when I offered you a deal where I don't get Dalmatia, I don't want Dalmatia, I don't want Istria, because that front that's bad for Italy. You get more pops, but that border is not defendable. But you're refusing to understand that thing.
Why didn't you surrender immediately if you weren't planning to fight?
Because you only had one province added, and I didn't know how much you would add.
But the only thing I could have added was Istria or Tyrol.
Yeah, clearly.
Because Venice is like 79 war score and all the other Italian.
Yeah, and that war happened when? The war happened in the session ended. Let me check.
Like 1870.
1876. Your treaty was signed 1872. We had truce for 3 more years. That's 1879. So the plan was delay the first war for as long as possible. So your treaty runs out, and maybe Sneaky actually starts thinking and realizes that treaty was shit.
So if your plan was to delay the war as long as possible, you were planning to fight it, and we defeated you in like half a year.
I didn't even fight it.
If you want to delay a war, so the treaty you have less time to the treaty runs out. So you're trying to make the war as long as possible.
But do you actually believe that in these last two wars, I actually tried to fight you?
Well, yeah.
You're wrong, I'm telling you. Anyone
You only surrendered when I was about to stack wipe you.
Yeah, clearly. Of course I surrendered before I get stack wiped.
Yeah, so if you weren't planning to fight me, why didn't you surrender immediately?
But I'm not. I just told you I wanted longer truce because, of course, I'm gonna surrender if I'm getting stack wiped. But I'm not committing to that war. I know I can't win that war, or if I can, it's gonna be very costly for me. It's better to lose that war and reduce the losses. Then I would be completely weakened. And just think about it. Jesus Christ. Is there any way to reduce the echo? Just think about it. If I won the first war against you, what can I take at that point that makes my situation better?
Tyrol.
I had Tyrol.
No, I mean.
You mean the Northern Tyrol?
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything. It literally doesn't change anything. I actually get more. Well, I get one more province to guard. It's not worth it. Guren, you there?
Hi.
You wanna host the save? It will take me 10 minutes to convince them that that war is not winnable for Austria and Russia.
What, does Sneaky want to do it too?
Oh no, Jesus Christ. What is called?
I love the shit talking here, but I am actually also
doing other stuff right now.
I saw the shit talking. It's just
Look,
analysis of the game.
Maybe next session, but I have an exam tomorrow, so I'm going to bed pretty early.
I'm sure if Virginia was there, there wouldn't even be this discussion. Like, I don't know if Goran is convinced that, but there is no win for Russia and Austria in that war. There's simply
Virginia would have killed me.
No. Just I'm sure he would know that the situation is just lost for Austria and Russia in that war. There is no breaking through those 3 provinces. You would have to find another way.
Would they not have naval superiority? I mean, they might not.
No. Russia had 0. Austria had, I don't know. I think it's 0. Yeah, they have 0. There is no breaking through those 3 provinces. Bozen is mountains. I would intentionally leave less troops there, see if he would attack, and then just guard Treviso and Udine. And no matter how much you outnumber me, as long as I have enough troops to cover those 3 provinces and have some backline, there is no breaking through there.
Well, that's why you go around through Germany and into France and attack from the other side.
Yeah, but then... And how do I explain that to Joby?
How do you explain what?
I can convince you and make you realize the situation here, like that war is unwinnable for Austria and Russia. I can convince 2 of you.
I don't think it's unwinnable, I just think it's costly, and quite frankly I would have cared very little had we won or lost it. I mean, I'm here and I'm fully committed because I signed a treaty helping Austria, but if we actually win it, it's very minimal of importance to me.
Yeah, but I can prove it to 2 of you, but there is no proving that to Joby. He's just not listening to that. He's totally not believing that. And what would have most likely happened, either I win that war, or the war is long enough for Germany to join the war, if he even wants to, at that point. Until his truce with me is gone, yeah.
As long as Russia's helping out Austria, I don't see the need for me to jump in there as well.
So, it all comes down to what... Just tell me, what would be your war goal in that situation?
Oh, for me?
No, for Austria.
I declared for South Tyrol.
South Tyrol, okay.
Well, I would probably take push to Venice.
What you would probably? You would probably what?
Push to Venice.
You mean you would do another declaration, like you would declare for Venice?
No, I would declare for South Tyrol, but I would push to Venice and then try to get to...
Yeah, okay, clearly, but I'm just looking at the war score. The South Tyrol is 12 war score. I would have 50 from battles. Eventually you would have to retreat. Unless you want to keep losing like 20-1 ratios. And then I don't know how much I can get from blockades. I imagine I can get maybe 10% war score. I would just need to find out some 20.
Very optimistic.
Well, entire Austria is easy to blockade, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't give you 10% score.
But I blockade Russia also.
Maybe for Russia, I don't know.
It might give me 10 war score. I still need to find 25 to 30 war score more.
What are we talking about now with Russia?
He was saying that he would get a 10% war score from blockading Austria and Russia. And I'm like, I don't know about that one.
And then, if I manage to win that war, my war goal would probably be cut down to size on Austria. And then that war would probably last for at least 5 years. I don't know how much. Depending on how committed you are.
So it would last for 5 years and Germany would just join and invade you from the south.
Maybe he will just go for his own war. Or maybe you don't even know at that point what happens to treaties. Like we're discussing this off the game. Like there is no tension now. But what happens in the actual game? Like you start losing badly, then people see how weak you are, and in that scenario, France might start believing, well, you know, I might actually have a chance with Italy, and what happens with Russia if they don't fulfill the treaty? Are they bound to, like, does the treaty fall? Like, is treaty broken if Russia doesn't get Venice? What happens to that? There is also UK who was willing to commit to European war but didn't have any good allies there. If he sees me winning the war, he might join my side. Same with Spain. I was fully willing to offer.
Well, if we went on to that and Fusilier tried to, you know, pressure me in, you know, to take a treaty penalty or something like that, if he didn't have the provinces, right?
Yeah.
I would just have said, well, the treaty reads, Russia agrees to help take them. It does not say Russia will guarantee them. It does not say that Russia will take them on your behalf.
Yeah,
it just said it will help you take them.
Yeah, I saw that.
And that, yeah, I thought about that. And
Slater asked me about that, and I looked at it. I'm like, well, Slater doesn't hold up in court. I'm sorry.
And at that point, what happens to Europe? Do you still have Russian support? I doubt.
Wait, what?
If anything, Russia agrees to white peace with me. There is no reason for them to keep fighting.
Caesar, you've been consistently failing in this game at diplomacy for like 40 years. I think you're being a bit optimistic.
Put any decent player on France, and what I'm talking about will actually make a lot of sense, and this game completely turns.
No, it's just that Gurren and I did some really great diplomacy in the start, and the game developed from that.
I don't agree with that. You did okay diplomacy.
It's on the actions of France. We cannot get around that.
Put anyone on France.
First we isolated Russia, and then we offered France compensation for Alsace-Lorraine by having him attack Italy, so France and Italy would be against each other, so there would never be a big power block in the West.
I think what you mean. First of all, I don't agree that you isolated me as much as I just withdrew.
Well, I mean, it wasn't negative for you, but
it wasn't negative for me, but with my treaties, I did manage to secure basically all of my goals. Gurren could have a chance of getting it, he couldn't take more than Alsace-Lorraine, and you couldn't attack into Italy.
Yes, but what we did is we separated.
But you did. It wasn't you. It wasn't you or Germany. It was all France. If France decided not to take German treaty, he was completely safe from not losing anything else but Alsace-Lorraine. He could have gone colonized. He could have done anything else. He could have helped me form Italy earlier and then wait for Russian treaty with Germany and Austria to expire.
The fact is, honestly, if Italy had formed, then Spain and so on, UK could also get to send aid. It's not that much of an impossible scenario, especially when Germany began becoming bigger and bigger as well.
Germany's small. I don't know what you guys' problem is. Saxony only has 1.5 million pubs.
I don't know, what do you guys think? I mean, quite disappointed by this campaign, and the reason why I'm so pissed is because I saw all of this happening, or sort of the situation like this, before the game even started, and that's why I had my doubts on putting Joby on France, and
You shouldn't have done
we
it.
actually had a different player on France, but then they switched like 2 days before, and I had to move Joby back to France. But I don't fucking want to play France because in every game I'm against Gurren, and then what? Again, it's Gurren Slazer shitstorm where we have to fight each other no matter what, just because he's playing Germany, I'm playing France. What? It's not fucking fun.
Well, I mean, it's not really like it changed the outcome here. You still ended up fighting each other.
Yeah, but I didn't want to fight him. He wanted to fight me.
For my buddy Austria, you're trying to take land off of Austria.
I wasn't even trying to.
You warmonger.
How many times have I offered him deals?
Well, yeah, you're trying to take land.
But look at his growth. Did he end up with having more than he should have? No. Even now that Italy is dead, he's not getting most out of it.
Oh, I think he's doing fine.
I don't think he's doing fine compared to what he could have done. If he was actually willing to cooperate. Because I wasn't interested in fighting European wars.
Well, we haven't really fought any hard wars, right? Like, he hasn't lost tons of pops through fighting hard wars.
Did he not?
No, not really.
He lost he lost Galicia's. He lost Venice.
Galicia's is pretty bad, yeah, but he's getting Venice back, he's getting Lombardia.
That is what he starts with. What? He got some colonies. Look at those colonies. He's already given them up, and he's gonna lose all of those islands. Eventually.
Yeah, every Austria player eventually loses Lombardia and Venice.
That's not true at all.
Yes, it is.
That's not
Your
true.
has traded Galicia's for Lombardia and Venice, which I don't see what the big deal is there.
And you don't think it was better deal for you to lose Venice and Tyrol to me in exchange for keeping East Galicia or Galicia's and not having ever to fight me? Don't think that's a good deal?
The reverse deal was. That was the reverse deal. Is that it's literally, do we value Lombardia, Venice, and Tyrol more than the Galicias? That's
and I don't know how you do. Like,
well,
it was either a choice between never fighting you again, or never fighting Russia again. And if I lost Galicia's, I would get compensated for it, and I wouldn't have to fight Russia again, and Russia is stronger than you.
Also,
or if you were smart, you would have signed deals with Russia and me. If you were strong, do you really think Russia could have pushed diplomatically for East Galicia?
Yeah.
Because he only got that once you lost your Italian lands. If you were smart, you would have signed deals with me and Russia and just get entire Balkans.
No, listen, the reason I got it when I got it was because that's where I started pushing for it. It had nothing to do with Italy, it was about Russia starting to catch up to speed.
He completely got destroyed in a war against me though. 1v1.
I wouldn't say destroyed. My army was mostly intact, but I couldn't cover the front.
Slicer, the other thing you have to keep in mind as well is that, let's say we take your deal and we're friendly with you, we can't really kill Russia, right? Like, he's kind of too big to kill. Assuming we even like win.
He's not never gonna be in a situation where he can win the war against. Never. Even with British help.
Sure, but we can't kill him though. Like, you agree with that?
But
like, even diplomatically, like, UK wouldn't even like let.
What is he gonna do? He cannot pressure Austria to give up Galicia. You can continue eating France probably with me. Who does Austria have to fight with?
I offered that to you at one point. That you, instead of fucking with Austria, go fuck with France, and we're all fine. But you didn't want to do that.
I only wanted Venice though. You didn't offer me that. You're valuing Venice because you start with it, but you don't see how it's actually not worth it for you.
It's really strong. I mean, it has
It is strong, but it has no German population.
I'm just gonna ask, have you turned around perhaps and reconsidered if going for Venice was worth it?
Yeah.
Pushing that much forward instead of
Yes.
just taking the deal and going to France?
Yes. It's worth it because it's Italy. It's Italian land. It's 100% Italian population.
You could have
That
turned
doesn't
like a
make
quarter
it
of
worth
the
it.
French
Yes, it
to
does
Italians
make
by
it
now.
worth it.
It's lazy.
No, because the outcome currently is that Italy is, well, a bit of an enlarged people states, really.
I didn't get an offer that was good enough for that.
But
I had an
the
offer from
job
Germany
is-
to fight a stupid war with France where all my troops get killed and then I get no guarantees that Austria won't backstab me. That's not a good deal I'm gonna accept.
Whenever I ever backstab people, I never do that.
It's also a bit of a problem.
You would have done it if Gurren told you
Yeah.
to do it.
But Slazer, like the main thing for me for why we went this way is because there's no chance of us killing any of our other rivals.
It's
You were
because
the only one that actually killed all
it's
of them.
because you know that the only power in Europe that could compete with you was Italy. Because I was playing it, and that's the only reason. If anyone else was playing Italy, you would have accepted that deal.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Well, it depends who, I guess. I don't know. Like I was saying, if Fusor was playing Italy, it'd be like a completely different game, right? Like,
Because you know Italy and Germany have enough naval supply to beat British Navy. At that point, there is no fucking way you get challenged in Europe. Like, especially with USA dead. You can even back Mexico against UK. All sorts of things. Which makes me wonder if I should play Spain
just
next
think
time.
the biggest thing is like even if taking all that other stuff into account, I don't even know if I would agree with you that I would not want to kill Italy. Just because Italy is the easiest one to kill in this situation. And Italy is always going to be against, or should always, like, not like Austria, really, you know?
That's bullshit. That's not true.
No, if they lost Venice, yeah, I'm saying I'm never gonna do a deal where
What
I
is a Venice?
agree to give
It's
up.
nothing for Austria to lose. I've played 2 games where I was playing Austria. I was against France. Well, that one game with Mipi playing Italy. I was against Germany and Russia and France. I was playing Austria. I gave him Lombardia. He formed Italy. We allied each other and we beaten all 3 of them. What did Austria lose in that scenario? Nothing. I just gained. Like I gained Posen from Germany. Bavaria also, later on. And that Austria was super strong. You're overvaluing Venice. It's not good.
Well, it's more than just
5
Venice.
times
Now
less
it's
worth it for Austria than it's for Italy.
It's Lombardia
Just because
as
of
well,
accepted population.
Because we're getting Lombardia as well, right? I mean,
But did he not lose Lombardia already? I haven't changed my deal since the beginning of the game. Before the game I offered him the deal, during the game I offered him the same deal. Even when it was clear that he was on the losing side. It was still a generous deal. I didn't fucking want to deal with Austria this game.
Well, Slazer, I didn't think your deals were so bad, but the thing is, the game rules make it so there aren't any lasting guarantees.
Yeah, and you're gonna lose all the guarantees from the next game. And what then? You're gonna just not play it because you have no guarantees of ever holding those like lifelong alliances? What?
Well, no treaties next game.
No, I'm just not going to make such deals.
I don't know who I'm speaking now. Speaking to her.
honestly, I like how the treaty penalty thing ended up.
What are you gonna do when there are no treaties? Are you ever gonna make a deal with anyone, or you're just gonna be turned into Gaku, where you're spooked about everyone and you just want to kill all of your neighbors?
Well, I'm not going to give land away unless I'm really sure I can trust that.
Yeah,
person.
and because of
You remember Sharktov? Sharktov? Yeah, I knew I could trust that guy. That's why I also allied with him when I was Austrian. He was Italy.
Who? Trust who?
Shark sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, all it means is that like let's say for this game there's like no treaties. All that would mean is that like in that situation, the whole Italian situation, it would have had to go to war with either, well, probably with Russia and Italy, right? Like, cause you just can't trust people by their word just by giving away land. Like, it just doesn't really work. I'm just happy I got Rome, guys.
I mean, I don't even know.
But will it be
I
German
wouldn't.
by the end of the game?
If I was in a good position, I wouldn't even be enjoying the game. There is no fucking competition in Europe.
I mean,
There's literally no competition in Europe. Austria is shit. Ottomans are complete garbage. Maybe Gaku has improved them right now. France is complete garbage. Italy is dead. What's the fun?
Yeah, Ottomans are moderately.
Then again, you play UK with the retarded people in the game, so I don't know.
No, but I don't agree at all. Like, there's threats all around me. What the fuck? Like, having Austria like on my side in a war is like a nightmare. It's like an insanely large front. If Austria is neutral, like, I mean, I'm fine, I guess.
Yeah, strategical move for Germany right now will be to ditch fucking Austria, ally UK, and kill Austria.
Well, I've been allied to UK. The problem is UK doesn't ever want to do anything.
Yeah, that
right?
Cream Lord. But if it was like, I don't know, Duro, Vincino, well, Duro cares about balance too much. If it was Vincino,
Duro would be like, no, fuck Gurren, let's all attack Gurren. Yeah.
But if it was Vincino, then he would have definitely accepted a deal on UK and smash Austria, feed Germany, and UK eats France.
Come on, guys, still World War One.
And in that scenario, both Germany and UK go over infamy. They have to remain allied until the end of the game because they can't afford to go into a war against each other. And there you go. Just switch players around and you get the picture why this Europe is completely imbalanced and shit.
Yeah. But like realistically, like I shouldn't feel completely safe on my Western front. Like France still has troops. It's actually like actually let me check.
Gurren. I've defeated him while I was half bankrupt after killing your troops and getting slaughtered. Like even that guy that took over Italy could have won against Joby if he did it properly. Like he shouldn't have surrendered.
Okay, well, the Russians then. The Russians have a lot of troops.
Yeah, but you know why he never can push into your land.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of reasons.
Yeah.
So the first being that I have a bajillion forts.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll just take a moment to admire my level 4 forts. The second one being he doesn't.
That's what I'm talking about, but people don't understand it. This Germany has actually turned into Russia. You can't invade it because of attrition. And the other way around, well, not that true.
Oh yeah, he doesn't actually have forts, so I can walk in.
But what?
But,
so what happens?
The actual reason is steel, though. Like I produce like all the world's steel. It's amazing.
Yeah, the artillery prices are so deflated right now. The major war breaks out. Half of the participants of the war won't be able to support their armies. That's probably one of the reasons why I was killing French so much. Because my industry wasn't making money, but my industry was producing a lot of shit. And when the war broke out, artillery prices went up, and I was able to get the artillery while still losing money, but another issue. As the biggest mistake I made in this game was in industry. It didn't count on game being so peaceful.
Yeah, Joby has a total of 4 levels of artillery factories. This half-dead Italy has
Like
has 5 levels of artillery.
But can't you just mod the game so artillery is just not so excessively priced?
Sorry, what?
I mean,
What do you mean?
even like old Colombia has 11.
I mean, artillery is very expensive, but can't you just mod it so it's not that expensive anymore?
No, he modded it so
But that's not the issue.
He made it that expensive.
Okay, I loaded up the save
Prices
1870.
inflated by all the
Listen, guys. I loaded up the save 1877. Artillery price 93. In the current save, artillery price is 70.
It's beautiful.
They're saying artillery is expensive. Artillery is extremely cheap right now because there were no wars. There is no demand, and just the price keeps deflating until the major war breaks out, and then everyone will have troubles with supplying artillery. Because right now, countries that are making most money out of their industry are the countries that have no artillery production.
Now just imagine if you could actually stockpile stuff in this game.
You can.
You can, but you can't stockpile enough.
But you can't. Like, you can't really stockpile stuff.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I had stockpiles.
Like, you can, but it's only
2000.
like a very small amount.
Yeah, it's only 2,000.
I mean,
But
that's
yeah,
a
well,
large amount for
it would be
animation.
game breaking though if some countries were allowed to stockpile infinite amount.
Yeah, if I could stockpile like 100,000 artillery, whew.
I mean, would it be game breaking though?
It's not
Just because
artillery,
awesome?
but UK stockpiling raw materials, and then sometimes you can't ever get some materials that would be
Stockpile all of the grain.
coal,
I mean,
iron,
I guess
whatever.
it's an issue with how the game is doing
Honestly,
its
no,
economy.
I would actually like love it if the game actually worked that way, but it doesn't work that way. I would love it to be able to stockpile an infinite amount of goods.
I mean, I hope with 33 would have like something along
Yeah,
those
but
lines, where
then you
actually
need
stockpile a decent amount.
you need
So you
far
can actually have
more
build up to a world war, right?
you need far more resource diversity in provinces to make that game playable.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I would like to see it to where like I can stockpile like 20,000 grain, and then cause like let's say I'm like taking all the grain for like I don't know a solid like 20 years and making the price of grain rise up, and then I just sell it all, you know, stuff like that. I'm actually importing grain. It's Germany. It's really funny.
You just conquer Ukraine.
Sorry, what'd you say?
You just conquer Ukraine.
Oh, yeah. My liquor factories are just too strong.
Yeah, it's kind of waiting until who trades the other first. Because right now Europe is way peaceful.
I still want to fight that war from the previous game out.
Yeah, sure, but can we do it next session?
Oh, yeah, I mean, what?
I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, is there even gonna be a huge war in this game?
I think there will be.
I have a feeling Sneaky might betray us after the treaty
Sneak is
war.
not gonna start it. I'm 100% sure of that.
Sneaky's not even going to be in the next session.
Well, the next
But-
session
Even if Sneaky continues playing, he won't be starting World War. That's for sure.
I think all that happens is that the treaty runs out, and then I invade France, and then Russia can't do anything to defend France, and UK just sits there and does nothing because he doesn't want to be involved. That's probably how the game
And
goes.
then we play on speed 5 and do end the game.
Then I finish annexing France.
Oh, by the way, yeah, if that happens, I'm also going to invade France for Italy.
Well, actually, the Trumium, Husler, The true meme is you keep
Do
letting
you
him take
really
Thailand,
have less
you liberate-
population than starting population of Austria?
I don't know. Do I?
I don't think he does.
I think you do. No, I don't.
I don't actually know how that would be possible.
Starting population Austria 9 million, Austria right now 12.
It could be better.
Look at, just compare it. France has 9 million in the start.
But yeah, the big meme is liberating Italy, I think.
And why would I want to do that? I would just become a great power.
You could do like a conquer liberate. I don't actually think that'd become a great power either. But you could do like a conquer liberate. You could do like a puppet liberate.
This is ridiculous. France has equal population to the beginning of the game. Austria has grown 4 million population. Pops. I think Russia started. What does Russia start with? 15 million pops?
I think so.
Just in comparison.
I think 20.
No, they don't start with 20.
No, they don't start with 20.
They start with 16, I think.
15 or 12. 15. Austria starts with 9. France starts with 9. Right now, this completely wrecked France has... let me load up to see.
They have 8.52.
Okay, so France has equal amount to what they started with. That... if you don't see how weak this Austria is, I don't know what to tell you. This is with I mean France that completely got destroyed still has better industry than Austria. And imagine if you, instead of encouraging soldiers, you spend all of your time boosting up industry. Literally just sitting there, not being in any wars. With no expansions, Austria would have grown more.
Austria actually has a sizable army, it's pretty nice.
Spain, in comparison, has 12 million population, so you only have almost 1 million more than Spain. And Spain starts with 4 million pops? Yeah, 4 million pops in the beginning.
So it's pretty impressive that you still managed to lose.
Yeah. See, Pussy, I'm telling you this because after this game you'll still won't realize why your situation is terrible and why you didn't play well. You will have a full sense of security and some sense of, yeah, you know, I did good.
You know, I've Austria before and that game went better. So I know I didn't play optimally, but you know, I survived. I'm okay.
I mean, to be fair, Austria should be much stronger than this right now because it was majorly buffed in Slacer mod, so. As in, it's not like essentially a secondary power.
I mean, they're gonna end up being pretty. Like, I don't think you guys are taking into account like that he's gonna be getting pretty much the rest of Italy, right? Like, that's something to take into account.
I don't know if I can stream that game though.
And Italy is
I'm gonna try.
a little bit over 2 million pops.
Oh, I have to go to other TeamSpeak. Let's
Okay,
hope they don't.
Disconnected.